Yes, the Nürburgring days have been finally announced! Wait, you did not know that the Nürburgring had its own calendar? Well, in that case, this video is definitely for you, because today I'm going to tell you how you can make the best out of your first time or even second time Nürburgring trip. Starting with the most important and the biggest mistake of many people and the misconception, the calendar. People often say the Nürburgring is the most amazing racetrack in the world, which is true. And they also say what makes it even more amazing is that you can drive on the same piece of tarmac as legends such as Niki Lauda and Jackie Stewart every single day, which is not true because, like I told you previously, it has its own calendar for public sessions and track days and many other events. And that calendar has been finally released today. So step one, when you're preparing your Nürburgring trip, make sure that the track is available to drive. So go to the link in the description below, the first link, which shows the calendar that we have created for you, which shows not only the TF dates, the public session, also track days, also big events, basically everything you need to know. And not only when you can drive, but also days that you maybe should avoid. For example, when there's a big event happening, such as the Nürburgring 24-hour race or DTM or Rock am Ring, which are amazing to visit, but because of that, the hotel prices are going sky high. So if you want to make a multiple day stay, maybe you want to avoid that particular date. On the other hand, if you do have the possibility, and maybe if it's the only time in your life that you're going to visit this racetrack, it might be a good idea to visit some of those iconic events. So once you've picked the date, it speaks for itself that you can start planning your trip around it. Now again, if you're from UK, it's highly advisable to book your tunnel crossing way in advance, so you will pay the best price possible. If you're coming from a faraway country or even from a different continent, you might want to know which type of airports are nearby. Those are Cologne-Bonn, Düsseldorf Airport and Frankfurt International. Of course, you could also fly to a nearby country, take a rental car from there, spend a couple of days in that country and drive the rental car over here. That, of course, it's all up to you. However, the most important rule that you should absolutely not do at any circumstances is take the airport rental car on the racetrack. Of course, you could be the best driver in the world, but sometimes accidents do happen, and if you're gonna have it with an airport rental, then not only you're not insured, but on top the rental company is probably, well, most certainly is going to sue you for a lot of money, and this is something that you definitely want to avoid. So the most obvious thing that you should do is pick a rental car at the Nürburgring. And we have a wide selection of cars, starting from Volkswagen up to Porsche Cayman GTS 718. Not only you're insured with those cars on the track, those cars are also prepared for the track. They're built by experts with the knowledge what it takes to drive the car around the track, making sure that you are going to have the best time on this track, whether you're a beginner or an advanced driver. Now, of course, you can say, I have my own ring tool or project car or just a car that I want to take out. But remember, it is most likely that you are not insured to drive on a track. So again, if you're going to have an accident, you have to pay for all your damages to the track. This means the barrier and recovery costs, and also damages to third parties if those might happen. So still, renting a car might be a very good idea. And if you still decide to take your own car, make sure to watch this video first to prepare your car, give it minor checkups, and don't be that guy who's going to spill lots of coolant on the track and cause lots of trouble. Also, if you're from UK, which is probably the biggest group of people that are coming to the Nürburgring, don't be afraid, we have an amazing offer for you, which is Clio RS 200 right-hand drive, only for €100 a lap or even less if you book more laps. But going back to another question, what is the best time to come to the track? Well, if I'm gonna ask you what is for me the best time to visit your hometown, is it going to be raining on June 26th? You don't know, right? So don't we. I mean, of course, with some things you can more or less guess, but a general expectancy rule is that the track is least occupied in the weekend from 8 till 10. After that, it starts getting a bit busier, and mind you, the track is open from 8 till 7 in the weekend and from 5 to roughly 7 o'clock during the week. So there are differences unless there is an event happening, official race car event like DTM or VLN, or less official like lap record runs by manufacturers such as Porsche, BMW, and you name it. If you want to be absolutely sure to have the best track time possible, and if you're planning on driving 10 or even more laps, it's better for you to book a track day. And a video explaining the differences between the public sessions and track days and the advantages and everything you need to know will follow later this week. So make sure to stay tuned for that. So you've picked your dates, you booked your travel package. Next step is booking your hotel, because if you have the possibility and if you're not in a hurry or rush, it's better to make this experience last as long as possible. Good news for you, we have multiple rooms available, so you can find them on our website. Let us know your dates and we can give you the best possible price. Keep in mind, however, like I mentioned at the beginning, hotel prices heavily depend on event dates. So if there's a big event happening, the prices will be higher. So you might want to come during the week where hotel prices start from €79 a person. Okay, you're almost set. The final thing you need to do is to pick the right car for you. And what is the best car? Well, some people say it has to be a Porsche because it's the Nürburgring, and Porsche, they're just like, But we always say no matter if you drive a Porsche Turbo S yourself back at home with over 700 horsepower, pick the slowest possible car, because the Nürburgring is not for nothing called the most exciting and thereby the most demanding racetrack in the world. And if you have no prior experience on this track, and even if you've done tens and tens of thousands of laps on simulators or games such as Forza Motorsport or Gran Turismo, still, pick the slowest car, please. You will not be the first one who's gonna make a mistake. And we always say here, you cannot impress anyone at the Nürburgring, but you can make everybody laugh. The prices for the cars start from €100 a lap, all inclusive, the car, fuel, lap ticket. Speaking of lap ticket, if you're coming with your own car and you want to drive your own car on a track, you can purchase your lap ticket from us as well. Do you need to pre-book them in advance? Absolutely not necessary. Have you bought multiple laps and you couldn't finish them because there were some unforeseen circumstances which made the track closed? Don't worry, those will not expire and you can come back next year. Something what we always advise is to book an instructor together with your car. If you do want to go very fast, however, and experience the full thrill of the Nürburgring Nordschleife, we have the perfect opportunity for you in form of Apex Taxi, the most exciting track-prepped cars with the best possible drivers who hold multiple lap records and also the wins at the Nürburgring 24-hour races and a lot more. The BMW F80 M3, which you can book with 3 of your friends to split the cost, or why don't you go for a top level, the McLaren 600 LT, which was chosen as the best car according to Evo magazine of 2018. And on some days we will be running the M4 Schirmer GT VLN fully prepped race car. This car has raced twice in the Nürburgring 24-hour race, and now it's possible for you to experience it on the Nürburgring Nordschleife. If you are not that interested in driving the track, which is for me very hard to imagine, but I can understand, we also have the amazing opportunity for you to experience those cars on the public roads in form of road tours. And after that, you will be a mini expert of the Nürburgring yourself, after we taught you all the ins and outs and shown you all the special places that only locals know about. If you have the opportunity to come during one of the VLN races, and VLN means Nürburgring Endurance Championship, make sure to do that, because according to me and many others, it's simply the best motorsports event in the world. I can go on for hours why it is, but simply you can come very close to the cars, you can actually touch them during the practice day on Friday, and we can offer you an amazing backstage VIP tour. And of course, there is an endless amount of extracurricular activities that have nothing to do with the Nürburgring, in case you're coming with your wife or your girlfriend and she'd rather do something else. But again, since the list is pretty much endless, just shoot us an email and we will make sure that you will have the best possible Nürburgring trip of your lifetime. So to summarize, check the calendar, pick your dates, pick your car, book your flights, book your hotel, come over here and have the most amazing time of your lifetime on the world's most exciting racetrack. And if you have any additional questions which were not covered in this video, feel free to contact us regardless so we can make your dream come true. And if it's your first time on my channel, first of all, welcome and thank you for watching till the end of this video, but you might also want to subscribe if you want to know more about the track and find out a lot of interesting how-tos. For example, what is the best restaurant at the Nürburgring, or what makes the Nürburgring castle so special. All of that and more will follow, and maybe even I get to meet you and we can go for a lap and make a fun video about it. Who knows? See you then, bye bye!